It's your Uncle Big Snoopy Digo Double G. Ooh-wee. And I'm ego tripping. I got my boy Mr. Fabby Davis. I got my boy Too Show. And you know, everywhere we go, we like to say we the life of the party. Can you dig that?
Hey, look, I'm only in town for a night. And when I pull up in the crowd, get high. And everybody love you. You bounce to the white. You live like a movie, but a movie my life. And I'm the life of the party.
Every time I show up,
I'm the life of the party.
every time I blow
I'm
up,
the life of the party.
every time I show
I'm
up,
the life of the party.
every time I blow up.
Don't drink all my liquor. You know it's all good. Give me 1 second, I'll pose for your picture. Like cheese. Now everybody just freeze. Now DJ, bring the music, please.
I'm the life of the party. It don't take much for me to get started. Every time you see me, I'm with a bunch of girls. Straight to the table, in my own world. But the ball players know me, movie stars too. See my homie Snoop, we doing what we do. Don't matter where we at, Miami or Vegas. Every time you ask me, yeah, I'm a player. I'm the life of the party. I got 10 bad acting retarded. I'm trying to meet a few new ones. What's up with you, girl? Maybe we could do something. Do you drink? Do you smoke? I can tell by your purse and your shoes you ain't broke. Hang with me, the first thing you do is get stuck. Take you somewhere later on, you get.
Hey, look, I'm only in town for a night. And when I pull up in the crowd, get high. And everybody love you. You bounce to the white. You live like a movie, but a movie my life.
Yo. Life for the motherfucking party.
Yes,
You dig what
sir.
I'm talking about?
Good
Snoop
times,
Dogg,
baby. Good times. What's up?
E42 short. That's West Coast flavor because I just came back from the West Coast. I got a different respect, man, for some of the West Coast culture
Right.
and,
right.
and the West Coast rappers, them guys. You know what I'm saying? Them guys that's big timers out there. You know what I'm saying? High rollers that done made a mint. Entertaining arenas.
Let's.
No, but I'm saying though, because here we are. We from Cleveland though, man, and you right. A lot of people be having some real biased opinions towards some of our people though. That's what I be trying to, like, you feel me? And I'm telling you, them boys move crowds. Crowds though. A lot of times, man, I be trying to tell people who is dope. And everybody always wants to get all, like, defensive. You know what I'm saying? And they want to try to battle you about who's this. No, he not. For years, I've been telling people how raw Snoop is. There's a lot of people that are very intelligent people, man, that, like, and they be like, oh, it's just this is simple raps and this and that, right? And I keep telling you, man, it's not necessarily just about that. It's the person. It's the presence. You know what I'm saying? Snoop is a businessman.
Dude, Snoop.
And Snoop, he just got it, bro. Man, it's something about Snoop.
It is. It's
Snoop
like
does his damn thing.
him, Shaq.
Yes. Cube, E40. People be sleep on E40.
Yeah, really.
I love E40, man.
You know your boy Snoop Dogg is fucking with Sketches?
Yeah. He got a, yeah.
Fucking with Sketches.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, dog, man, go ahead, man. Go
Listen,
ahead.
man.
Sketches.
Eat. My nigga, eat. That boy is getting paid, and he knows how to spread his wealth, man.
He all over the place.
Yeah.
Snoop all over the place, man.
What is the Coronas commercials he be having? And
With the corny dude.
yeah.
I mean, you know, it is all good though.
I'm saying like
it's
in his
all good,
own
though.
right though, he really is like a king out there though.
Yeah. When you think that started?
What's that? When Snoop became like this?
When do you think Snoop? I mean, because there was always. Hey, look here, right? Ever since.
You know what? Ever since Snoop came out into the game, he was on a mission.
Ever since
there was
Snoop
no
came,
denying Snoop.
When he came out, okay, when
Snoop been in
him,
the middle of everything that happened in hip hop.
when him and Dre came out with
Deep Cover.
Yo,
That
Snoop,
was Prom Weekend.
It's showing up what? Look.
Prom Weekend,
his flow that he came out with.
Yeah.
That shit set Snoop up forever. You just wanted to hear that shit over and over again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That
I remember that. I remember that when Deep Cover came, that's all you heard from all of the rental cars.
That shit
that's
was
all
hit.
you heard, dude.
And let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Remember, we had to stop at the store and buy it. Remember?
I didn't have it right. Because I didn't have it.
We
And
had
I
to
was
stop at
like,
the store. We were like, what is that?
What is that?
And we stopped at the store and bought it that night.
what the fuck is that?
And that's all we played.
I had to listen. I had to get that shit. And this motherfucker don't have it on iTunes.
It was a maxi single.
Yeah. A maxi single. It was
maxi single.
Right, maxi single.
You know what I'm
Cassette. and you from
See,
in the cassette, man.
These
shit.
little young jacks, y'all don't know nothing about that.
With no DVD, no CD and shit.
Nah. Yeah, so yeah, I love it. Yo, so when I was in the West Coast, I was checking out a lot of different things though. Like I was looking at, like, you feel me, the area where Snowfall took place. Like I said, Nipsey Hussle's little, not little, but the Plaza.
The Plaza.
You feel me?
Right.
I was past Slauson, Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying, Normandy, all of that. You know how, who was that? Smokey, when he said, around here, around Normandy and Western, we call this here a 2020. I went right past Normandy and Western.
Okay.
I saw all of that shit, man. I saw the street where they did Boys in the Hood, Friday. I was really there. And if I was thinking, when I was in Vegas, I took a picture of the intersection where Pac got shot.
Right.
But if I was thinking, when I was in Los Angeles, I should have took the picture where Biggie got shot. Because if I would have been able to get both of those pictures in one weekend, that would have been an epic weekend. For real. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have been very epic.
Hey, so you rode. I would have had to try a stroll down Figueroa.
On Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Hey,
man.
bitch. How much for head?
Hey, man.
Remember that shit from the Ice Cube tape?
Look at this, right? How many songs have you heard? Straight Figueroa, man.
All of them.
You be like, man, all right, man, look, Figueroa gotta be the spot. If you a pervert, like your boy, hey, that's where I need to be. Let me just roll down there a couple times, man, because, you know, I be nervous as fuck. I ain't gonna talk to nobody and shit. I ain't gonna say shit. I might be, hey, then they run up to you and shit. They come on and, oh man, I wouldn't know how to act.
It might not even be. That might have used to be like that.
Yeah.
And you know how shit is. Blocks change after a couple summers. So, but I did want to see. Let me see. I wanted to see some of them comedy clubs like they were talking about. Like, remember on Fat Tuesday, Guy Toria had organized something on Sunset Strip where all of the comedians were able to start to blow up. I wanted to go back and see some of that stuff, man. And even so, when we were in Vegas, man, it's like they had people coming from everywhere. Like, I mean, like Bone was supposed to perform. They had Fat Joe was supposed to perform. Lil Jon 2 Chainz was coming back for like the second time, and like he was just there like the week before. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like a lot of nightclubs that are like real posh, and they had real performers, like real, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, that shit was fun. And I know I'm going back.
Yo, your boy 2 Chainz was on. He was fire for a minute.
I love 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz was fire for a minute.
Fire.
He was, but what I'm saying is he ain't got nothing out right now. Not that I know of.
Well, I mean, but he'll drop something.
But that boy still, I mean, yeah,
he'll drop something because he usually drop in the summertime.
Yeah.
They usually drop in the summertime because I was watching the last album that he had, which was called So Help Me God. Dope ass album. I used to rock that shit when I used to work at nights at Walmart. I just keep him in rotation because that shit was hard. Then he did A Tiny Desk, which is what is it? I don't want to say Idea Stream. It's a PBS format show where it's called Tiny Desk. So they'll take a room like this, and it'll be somebody like a rapper or a singer, and then whoever they musicians or beat makers or DJ is, and they do a performance. And so he did a Tiny Desk, and that I think might be the most recent thing he did, but that shit was dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was only like maybe like a year ago. So like you know, the way shit be operating, 2 Chainz, he probably gonna drop like by the summertime though. Not to mention, also in the world of hip hop, you know, Metro Boomin and Future are about to drop an album. Now Metro Boomin just dropped an album which is on fire.
It's sick.
You see what I'm saying? So then the 21 Savage and Drake album is on fire.
I ain't hip to that. Yeah, it's tight. It's banging.
Don't tell nobody you're not hip to it.
Okay.
Remember I just played that video for you? That whole album is on fire.
Okay.
You hear me? Listen to me what I'm trying to tell you. People be shitting on other people for really no real reason. Mm-hmm. When you got an album and that shit is as hot as these albums be, and you're able to tour and generate this much bread. Remember what I said? You only need one hit. These albums, when I say they're on fire, they have like 6, 7, like 8 hits on the album, and they're all fire. See what I'm saying? But see, the problem is the way they run radio now and things like that, we don't be hip to that shit. So we always thinking that there ain't nothing out here that's raw. That's not true. There's
true.
some shit out here that's raw as fuck. And then when I bring it up, most of the times, you don't know what I'm talking about. That's what, see, I'm going to close that gap. I'm going to close that gap. It's
We're
a
gonna
reason
work
to
on
still be all the way into this shit, all the way pumped. Because it's motherfuckers out here that's doing big things. Big things. You dig what I'm saying? But man, this shit is, that's why I'm saying. And I stockpiled all of this gear to contend. You feel me?
Oh, we there.
So like, nah, but you need to know, you gotta know thy enemy. So like, if you're doing this and this is competition, do you understand what I'm saying? You don't want to just jump out here. You got to know what your competition is first, so you can gauge your. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you're gonna do something and then you gonna think that's something, and then somebody gonna embarrass you with their level of proficiency. You know what I'm saying? You could take one sample and make a beat, and then I could take a sample and make a beat. You'll go put that shit away. So you want to be nice with this, but you want to be familiar with what is nice. What's the difference? You feel me? So we just got a little, you know what I'm saying? This is an ongoing growing training process. You study, you know what I'm saying? Then you get in there and you get your ideas together. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta check the content. You gotta check that content.
Because I'm telling you, listen, we could be getting paid. This is the whole point. You see what I'm saying? It's people that's getting paid. Opportunities are everywhere. You see what I'm saying? But you have to look for those opportunities. You dig what I'm saying?
Your point.
So we in the house now, right?
Yep. All the
Okay.
way. All the way, baby.
This is all right to hear right now. I'm a Father Like Son album, Birdman and Birdman Jr. I want to talk about the time that I had with my son. It was epic.
Speak on it.
It was epic. I had a chance to walk with him and show him some things, you know, and have a good time with him. Listen to his ideas. You know what I'm saying? Share a few meals, travel with him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know that it's developing in his mind. You see what I'm saying? The road to go down and the roads to avoid. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking up to us, and we're showing him, you know what I'm saying, by an example. You feel me? How to conduct himself. Justice, man, is the future of the Caesars. You feel me?
Yep.
So I'm very happy with where he is and what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I just was happy to be able to be there and walk with him. You know what I'm saying? And show him how to do stuff within, and come back home safe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. It was an excellent experience.
Watering the seed.
It was, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was
watering the seed, man. That's what you're doing.
It was
you know
dope,
what I'm saying?
man.
And like you said, he looking up to you.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Not only me, though, but the rest of us, though. Mike, Dave.
True.
You dig what I'm saying?
True.
Bob, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got gentlemen that's out here that, and you know what I mean? And so that's why it's important. Like,
very important.
You know what I'm saying? To don't be out here just slouching and getting caught slipping. Because you know what I'm saying? When we come together again, my man, you know what I'm saying? Remember, like, we're pulling for each other.
Not only that, man. You around dudes that ain't on ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And since we signing Spotlight on Urban Entertainment
and Affairs,
at most times, a lot of ignorance comes from that. So, you got to put that in check.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with listening to it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a value for it. But there's a time and place.
There's a time and place for everything.
It is. And Jew is being around those who understand that time and place. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. Everybody don't have that. A lot of our young males don't have that.
Well, yeah, and I'm very thankful to God for, you know what I'm saying, like, just allowing for these things to be like this. You see what I'm saying? For me to be able to be there. Flat out. That's one of the biggest things is just being able to, with your time that you have here, man. I'm glad that that I was able to, you know what I'm saying, give them some structure. Mm-hmm. And that's very important, man, because that we all didn't have structure. You know what I'm saying? So,
True.
And we all don't have discipline either. You know what I'm saying? Because it does take discipline not to be falling into temptation to do silly things. Spending everything you earn, trying to impress people who really just trying to get you to downfall anyway.
Your circle, gotta keep that shit tight.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
So
right.
This is where, and it bleeds over into television because, we watch shows like BMF. This is exactly what we're talking about, but it's weird because those gentlemen had a nuclear family.
They did. Still do.
And Snowfall, you know what I'm saying? Franklin was a college student.
Smart.
You dig what I'm saying?
Very intellectual.
Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they came out of the trap. You know what I'm saying? But they came from being in the trap to avoid. That's the one thing I can give Donald Goines props for, is that they didn't really focus on, you feel me, Paperboy moving pounds.
Right, hood shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't really, so, shout out to him for that. I will give you that. I will give you that, because I know I gave him a hard time as a critic on a lot of different reasons, but
it's cool. Shit didn't say what you right.
No. It's okay, though, because I'm still a fan.
Right.
I'm still a fan.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be all the way transparent with you, though. Like, you feel me? I still look to him. You understand what I'm saying? He still got that platform. You dig what I'm saying? And he's still young. You know what I'm saying? Donald, he's still a young man. He's still got time to grow, and you never know what direction he'll go as a writer or a director. Mm-hmm. So, I'm glad he was able to reach the levels that's another brother that we have to look to.
Hey, him, Jordan Peele, they're on the forefront of critical, creative thinking.
There's two more people that I want to mention.
Go.
Antoine Fuqua.
Oh, my back.
Let's look up Antoine Fuqua.
That's a slap in the face, man.
Here, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna look up here. This what we do.
That's a slap
I want you to look up Antoine Fuqua. I'm gonna look up. Hold on. You're gonna look up Antoine Fuqua, right? We'll go over some of his projects, right? And then I'm gonna look up Laz Alonso. Okay. Because Laz Alonso puts in a lot of work. A lot of people don't. Ain't even hip. And he has a new animated series on Netflix too. He stays busy. So while you do that, we will compare notes, because you know why I did that? Because we always resort to Donald Glover and Jordan Peele. They are in the forefront.
I mean, yeah.
No.
But as far as what I said, creative.
No, exactly.
Critical, right.
That's why I was saying I added these gentlemen into the category, so that it's also other people that we, can expand on and bounce off of. Because Antoine Fuqua has some new shit coming out too, that we gonna get into in a few. So Laz Alonso. Boom. Let me go over some of the stuff that Laz Alonso has been in. Real quick. So the newest thing that he has is it's a show that's on Netflix. It's an animated series. I'm looking at it now on my phone, but of course they're gonna wait till the last second to tell you the title again. Oh, My Dad, the Bounty Hunter. That's still going current. It's on Netflix.
I'm gonna check that.
He's the main character.
Yo, write that up there. What's it called again? Yeah, let's put that up on the board.
Okay. Matter of fact, because
let's get that up on
Royce
the board.
might like that. My Dad, the Bounty Hunter.
My Dad, the Bounty Hunter. Okay.
The Bounty Hunter.
All right.
Okay. It's about their dad. They didn't know that their dad is a secret bounty hunter for some intergalactic. He liked the police for like aliens, criminal aliens, and the kids stowed away in the ship when they thought that he was gonna leave, because he got called out at the last minute when he told his son he was gonna be there for his birthday.
So he was like
out in space. So now he gotta find him. Like not necessarily, but they get into mischief. All right. Let me see what else he's been in. So
wait a minute, who was?
Let me see. He's in The Boys. You know The Boys, right?
From the what, late 80s movie?
Amazon Prime, The Boys, the
Oh, okay, all right, the super, okay.
Yeah, he's on that. My Dad, the Bounty
Actually,
Hunter.
since you brought that up, because I know they got one season of The Boys,
No, they got 3.
but what I'm saying is I know they got one because I watched that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched the other ones. I got to catch back.
They
up
actually
on it.
got 3 seasons, and they have a animated. They got a cartoon, The Boys too.
Okay.
Like his son, like they did a and it came. It was recent. It was recent. So yeah, Alonzo, he did 2 episodes on Robot Chicken, A Black Lady Sketch Show, Wrath of Man. He was on Power Book 2, Ghost. He was in 2 episodes. He was Detective Samuel Santana on that. He was on LA's Finest, which was, I think, Gabrielle Union and what's the other little chick? I forgot. I can't see what her face is, but she's a white chick.
What's it called again?
LA's Finest. LA's Finest was on, I think, Spectrum Cable's streaming little network. And then it got picked up by some other streaming show. So it's like it's available like on Amazon Prime or something now. He was on that. Armed, a movie called Armed in 2018. He was on the Bobby Brown story. It was on the movie Traffic. I think Traffic had Omar Epps in it too. About this girl that was getting human trafficked out of the back of these trucks and stuff. He was in that movie Detroit. He was in The Mysteries of Laura, Single Ladies, Persons of Interest, Avatar, Fast and the Furious 6, Battle of the Year, Deception, Breakout Kings, Straw Dogs, Southland, Just Right, Jumping the Broom, Columbia Ave, U.S. Attorney, Down for Life, The Ballad of G.I. Joe, Fast and the Furious, The Miracle of Saint. He was on The Miracle of Saint Anna. That movie was so good.
The Miracle of Saint Anna.
I'm gonna write that down. The Miracle of Saint Anna. Cause we need to talk about Spike Lee too. It's a Spike Lee movie.
Okay, I ain't up on that.
Yeah.
The Miracle of Saint. Okay.
You would love that movie, Jerm. That movie is so good. I'm gonna tell you about it right quick. The Miracle of Saint Anna has what's the big cuz from 8 Mile? They big homie. And he was also on Ballers with The Rock on HBO.
Okay, I ain't watched Ballers, but you talking about the chubby dude?
Yeah.
He was on the Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you talking about. I know you talking about.
Yeah. So he was on.
I know you talking about.
He was like the main character on The Miracle at St. Anna. It's a Spike Lee movie. It's a very, very good movie, and it's a different movie for Spike Lee. It's about these 4 black gentlemen that were in the military, and they were like they got sent on this mission. Okay. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. That shit is good.
The Miracle on Saint.
The Miracle of Saint Anna. And he was the sleeping giant, by the way, just to give you a little teaser. He was the sleeping giant.
All right.
That's a good ass movie. Back to Alonzo. He was on This Christmas, Divine Intervention.
Omar Benson Miller. That's my man's name.
Yeah.
Who you talking about? Omar Benson Miller.
Yep, he was on that. You need to check that out. He was also on Stomp the Yard, The Unit. I forgot about The Unit. That was a good show. With my dude with the deep voice, Dennis Haywood, ain't this his name? He was on The Last Stand, 1-on-1, Bones, Jarhead, Entourage, Flip the Script. I mean, this dude's been busy. Constantine, NCIS, CSI Miami, Soul Food, Without a Trace, Leprechaun 6, Back to the Hood, The Practice. Remember Leprechaun 6, Back to the Hood? Terrible movie.
It was, man. Matter of fact, any type of Leprechaun. Well, you know what? I remember the first Leprechaun wasn't bad.
No.
The first Leprechaun was not bad.
Nope.
Just like, you know what? I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna say that shit. Chucky was cool at first.
Did you watch the newest Chucky series? We might have to get into that.
Nah, man.
I watched some of them up until a certain point because once they start to get,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
these new shows. There's always got to be some behavior. Let's just say that. They always gotta push the envelope. Like, you know, and they gotta be right in your face with that shit. Providence, half and half. All Night Bodega. That movie G.
Laz
Alonso. Down to Earth with Chris Rock. Disappearing Acts with Wesley Snipes and Sanaa Lathan. Yeah. The man's been busy, man. And the thing
that was
is,
a cold movie, man. And soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack, hey, y'all, look here. The soundtrack to Disappearing Acts was cold. That shit was cold for us more mature adults. You know what I'm saying? But look here, even though you still need to fuck with it. You still need to listen. You learn. And that's one thing about the old stuff, man. They just, the stuff that you're going through right now, they already went through. You just learn from it. You know, a lot of emotional commitment, and it's all laid out there for you, right there, man. Great soundtrack and movie. Disappearing Acts.
So shout out to this brother Laz Alonso for, you know what I'm saying, just staying busy, man. You know,
very busy.
Yeah, and staying low key with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people be kind of like hammy, like they be all in your face all of the time. No, more power to you, but sometimes to me personally, that just gets a little bit like, you know what I'm saying? Like we you know what I'm saying? Some people be all in your face with it.
I think you get kind of known for that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
like,
it's a couple homies that you can look at and be like, yo, he always
every chance you get, you all in it, like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of you know what? I don't want to say that.
Well, to me, we are entitled to our opinions.
You're right, but I just don't want to shit on nobody. But here we go.
No, but this is usually what happens though, because the people that have these personalities are usually people that want it all for themselves, and they usually step on the people around them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's patterns to this. You know what I'm saying? But so shout out to Laz Alonso. You know, just giving us a brother to mention as far as work. Your work ethic, staying busy, you know what I'm saying?
Very
staying
busy.
professional, you know what I'm saying?
And like you said, under the radar.
Under the radar. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me look this one fact up before I say something. Before I let it go. Before I let it go, we're gonna move on to Antoine Fuqua. But 1 second. Let me see if I'm right about this. Because I do have an amazing fact that I would like to share if this is what I thought. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna have to do my homework. Basically,
it's all good. Yeah.
What I was trying to look up was a long time ago, if my memory serves me, I was doing my homework. You know, I used to always try to send out like resumes and demos to different stations, and I used to look at things from different, perspectives. And I believed that for a time I thought that Laz Alonso and this other gentleman used to own Bounce TV, and they recently sold it to like a bigger what do they call them, like holdings companies that buy media shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find that out, because if that's the case, that's another big, huge accomplishment.
It is
for African Americans, for some brothers that were behind the scenes working in TV, taking all them little shitty roles until they saved up enough to buy their own television station. You dig what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
Shout out.
Big shout
to
out.
You know what I'm saying?
Laz Alonso, big shout out.
See, and that diligence though.
Like you said, you see others doing it, makes you look at some shit like.
And it's just some shit that's possible.
You know what?
It is some shit that is definitely possible.
Get them lips licking. You start licking them lips. You start thinking like, you know what? This
outside the box.
This me. That can be me.
And how many times, you know what I'm saying, what's up with that script? We could do some shit.
Oh, look, they coming. Hold up. Boom, 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 boom.
We can do some shit. Word.
Shoot. Yeah,
So, sometimes it's good to support a brother.
Always.
Always being quick to share your negative opinion on a brother. Give a brother some props for a minute.
But you know what though? Not to side check you, but you gotta take the good with the bad. In other words, we got people that's gonna always throw shade. And you need them. You know why? This is why you need them. Because you always got people that's gonna love you back. It's the yin yang effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the yin and yang. So those haters, man, you got to take that with a grain of salt because
Well, this is what we'll do. Let me put it this way.
they're gonna
We're
be
going to
there.
use our platform
Right.
to set aside a little bit of time, because I sit on people too. But we're going to set aside a little bit of time to hip you on to some things, you feel me? To make you maybe want to elevate your own game, though. You feel me? So, okay, it's on you. Antoine Fuqua, man.
Yeah, let me get to it real quick. Get to that for you, man. Because your boy, man, I didn't know he made all these movies that I like. You know what I'm saying?
Let me hear it. Let me check on J Nell while you.
Yeah, go ahead. So look, y'all, we got Antoine Fuqua, man. First of all, the first movie, you know what? I don't like this view. I'm gonna change this up real quick because I don't like the view here. Hold on real quick. Very unprofessional, but we're gonna get it together real quick.
It's all good.
We're gonna get that together real quick. Hold up. See what we looking like, man. It's a little bit better, man.
Please leave your message.
See what we doing here, man. So,
7, 9.
all right, that ain't that bad. We'll get it together. Let's look here. Antoine Fuqua, bang. So y'all can see me a little bit better. The first movie he made was Training Day. That's the first movie that I remember coming out.
No, that's the first. Yeah, he probably had to work his way up to
I
that.
remember coming out.
He probably had to work his way up to that.
And that was a classic.
Oh man.
Mainly why that was a classic. And I want to know if I could ever interview this dude, that's the first thing I'm going to ask him. What made you want to play a villain? What made you want to go in?
Denzel?
What made you? Because that was such a, you don't see, look, Denzel Washington was pretty much a panty dropper. You know what I'm saying?
Don't I? I'm a huge fan.
Panty dropper, man. That's all my mom, shit, the whole family. Oh, Denzel this, Denzel that, Denzel this, Denzel that. And I would be like, all right, okay, that's what y'all own. I would think y'all would want like a dude that's, kind of buffed up, muscular dude. Not that that's me or nothing, but that's just, I would think. But Denzel held his own. And for him to come out being this heartthrob. Now you up here, you hitting dudes in the bars, man. With the guns and shit. You pointing the gun at the little poor white boy in the car, man. You got him shook up in the front seat. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen Denzel like that. Denzel Washington, y'all. That Training Day, you saw Denzel in a different light, and most actors ain't on it.
And this came from the direction of Antoine Fuqua.
So that's you got to be like, yo, you picked Denzel Washington to play a villain. He ain't never did that. What was you just got together and you just like, look, I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna do this.
Oh, well, hold on a second.
Oh, what's up? He was in something I don't know?
Well, no, I don't know if you don't know, but maybe you're just not, it's not registering right now.
Okay, jar it.
Okay.
Jar the memory real quick.
It's a movie that Denzel Washington did that this is the only sequel that he ever did in his entire career.
The Equalizer?
Yes, sir. The Equalizer. He was a monster.
But that was later. Training
Right.
Day was the first.
No. But what I'm saying is, but he's got chops though.
Right.
You understand? Because if you look at what he did in Malcolm X, he was a hustler.
Dog, Malcolm X. That was.
Listen.
What's up?
Real quick. That's why I love him. I went to see Spike Lee and Denzel Washington before Malcolm X came out with my mother. They came to Cleveland State.
Oh, that had
The
to be
same
tight.
place where we did the stand-up comedy show, Gotta Be Ghetto tour. They were in that auditorium. And
I wish we could have recorded that.
And me and my mother went. And I would never forget that experience. And I went to see the movie the first day it came out, and I just was floored. I've read the autobiography. I'm just just such a level to man of cinematic greatness.
Not only that.
You know what I'm saying?
Not only that. History.
Yes.
History, and that's something that we need to teach our kids. It's kind of it's messed up when you talk to your kids and you expect them to know something they don't.
Well,
and you be like, okay, that's a shot on me.
You know, but learning though is
right.
Is
but see,
always,
that's a reflection on me because that's saying, hey, look, I'm not putting my time value into telling you what you need to know or what I think you should know, and I can't expect society to do that. You know what I'm saying? Being a parent, this should be, hey, look, these are things that I know. I need to make sure you know. You know what I'm saying? And not just making sure you cool, you all right, you good, you healthy. What's in your head? I got to make sure that, you know, we get back to that. And watching Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Watching Malcolm X with your kids, because, you know, when the last time? I haven't watched that in a minute. And as soon as you said it, it's like, yo, that's something you need to revisit.
And you know what? Another thing I liked about Malcolm X from Spike Lee's from Spike Lee's vision, the storytelling, the way that they follow along, the camera angles. You understand what I'm saying? From the moment when they had their head was on fire, he was trying to rinse that conch out of his hair. They ran in there. You know what I'm talking about? When he was walking down the street with them. And then here's the thing. So you know, they both called him Red.
Right.
You know that the person that was walking along with Denzel Washington, who was played by Spike Lee, who was also called Red, did you also know that in real life was Red Fox?
Comedian.
Before he got famous, that was Red Fox used to kick it with Malcolm Little.
Wow.
Boom. You dig? Now you see, and your kids didn't even, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up,
yeah.
Bro. Hey, man, clap it up for yourself, man.
Yeah.
Red Fox, man.
Red Fox, bro.
Rest in peace, bro. Red Fox.
Good to know.
That is.
So let's go over some of these more movies, man.
Okay, let me get back to it. Antoine Fuqua, bang. So look here, man. Training Day, like I said, man. Looking at Denzel, you got the big chain on, man. That's a classic.
What was it, Lonzo? What's his name? Lonzo?
Yeah, Lonzo, man. Man, look here, man. Oh, man, look. It's so much in Training Day.
He was like, you ever had your shit pushed in, bro?
Big time. Like, big time, bro. I was like, man, that scene, man, that movie
was scary.
That movie was iconic. Yo, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What the fuck you gonna do?
Not a motherfucking thing.
You
bro.
in trouble.
Yes.
You in trouble.
So I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Oh, man, look, man, I could talk all day about Training Day. So anyway, here we go, right? So Training Day, that came out in 2001, right? Antoine Fuqua. Let me see what else my man did, man, because they go from there, they're just looking at movies. Let me get... He also did Southpaw. Now that came out in 2015, man. And Jake Gyllenhaal, first of all, man, I can't think of a movie, including Brokeback Mountain, that was shitty that he was in. Point blank. Jake Gyllenhaal. He got another one coming out. It's another movie coming out. I'm trying to pull it up from the top of my head. I want to look it up. He is he's in the service. He's like some sort of like what you would call like ranger or something. You know, he out there. So they was on a mission. Their interpreter, and they was probably, you know, Afghanistan, something like that, saved his life. Now the Taliban is on his ass, and the U.S. don't want to go in after him. They're like, no, man, we ain't fucking with that. And he's like, he saved my ass. I'm pulling him and his family out. And that's his mission. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So look, you know I'm about to watch that shit. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal, man. Dude don't make bad movies, man.
I'm looking at these Antoine Fuqua movies, man.
Oh, dude, let's get at it, man.
I might have to just...
revisit.
Yeah.
Revisit.
I mean, for real.
Revisit, man. Look, all of these movies, man. Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis.
You got Emancipation with Will Smith.
I haven't seen that yet.
But look at this this alum. Antoine Fuqua. So far, we mentioned that he has worked with Denzel Washington, Jake Gyllenhaal, Will Smith. Look at this. Let's go down this list, man. Antoine Fuqua is a monster. Training Day, Emancipation.
Dog. Brooklyn's Finest
with Don Cheadle. And what was that? That was
Brooklyn's finest.
What was Richard? Was that Richard Gere?
Yep.
That was Richard Gere.
That was Richard Gere.
Oh my
That was
God,
Richard.
that movie, man, was so.
Brooklyn's finest, boy. Yo, Brooklyn's finest was so hard, man. That's all right. Look, so look, Bullet Train. Yeah, he did do Bullet Train. I didn't think Bullet Train was that bad.
Bullet Train was raw.
I didn't think Bullet Train was that
Bullet
bad.
Train.
That shit was lightweight silly, man.
Bullet Train.
It wasn't bad.
He did the Magnificent Seven. That had Samuel Jackson on it, didn't it? The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
He did. Olympus Has Fallen.
Bait was good. Bait was with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Bait was Jamie Foxx, and the girl, his female star was the girl from Set It Off, Nicole. I'll pull it up in a minute, but that was a good movie. That, just hit it real quick. That was a damn good movie. Bait was.
Yeah, Bullet Train was an awesome movie, and and also again, look at this alum, Brad Pitt, Paperboy. I'm sorry, I don't know his real full name yet. He did this Bait, like you said. American Dream, American Nightmare was the only documentary about Suge Knight that I ever saw, and that shit was good.
It looked tight, because I haven't seen that, but it looked tight.
I've watched it like 3 times, man. It's crazy.
Shooter with Marky Mark.
Yep.
And the Funky Bunch.
Yep.
Come on, feel it.
I wonder how does he yeah.
I ain't trying to clown you, baby, but look, that was my shit. I ain't trying to, hey, man, I like that shit. Such a good vibration. Yeah, boy. Feel it.
And his little underwear commercials, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, do it, man. You know he got the Wahlburger store right around the corner up the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little restaurant down here in Cleveland. We should check it out, y'all, but, I heard it's pretty expensive, and your boy's broke, so there you go.
I'm just scrolling down here, man, going over this guy's, man. He did Fatal Beauty.
The Guilty, another Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
It wasn't Fatal Beauty with Whoopi Goldberg?
Was it?
I think so.
Fatal Beauty.
It was Whoopi Goldberg and Sam Elliott. Damn, from 1987. That was a very old movie. I remember that shit. Antoine Fuqua been putting in some work.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has, man. And now that I see them, they all have a certain eye about them. There is always a lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of action. Well, you know what? The Magnificent Seven, that really wasn't.
Yes, it was. You must have forgot. That was a shoot 'em up. That was a Western shoot 'em up.
Yeah, but there was a lot of time they spent just talking a whole bunch of bullshit.
I mean, but it's Samuel Jackson.
But true. I'm just saying, it was a lot of dialogue. But it was still good, though.
But it's Samuel Jackson, though. That's what Samuel Jackson does. You know what I'm saying? That you get you a movie with Sam Jackson, you gonna get you some dialogue.
There's a lot of dialogue. A whole bunch. But it was still good, though. Don't get me wrong. Olympus Has Fallen. That hit hard.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
that hit hard. That hit real hard. That shit was good. The Replacement Killers.
Mm-hmm. That was another raw one. Now, who was that? That was
Hold up. Let me pull this up real quick. The Replacement. And I didn't know he did The Replacement Killers, man.
Bruh.
We watch a lot of motherfucking movies. Man.
Nah, man, but you know what, though?
Good grief.
And you know what I'm doing? I'm pointing out all these brothers that had something to do with this shit. That was just a great project.
Hey, man, this dude, Antoine Fuqua, man, he's worked with a lot of people, man. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man.
So that means in the circles where he runs around in, they treat him like, you feel me? Like that's the man for real.
And you know who had a problem with Antoine Fuqua? Cause what was the name of that? Is it even on here? Was it? Wait a minute. He had a problem with what's this dude's name? No, I can't think of him, man. He talked like this. He was all you ain't gonna get that. That was horrible impression. What was this dude's name? And I remember hearing that he had a problem, and I think he walked off the set because he didn't even want to work with Antoine Fuqua. And he's a big actor.
A brother?
He's a white dude. And to see all these people that he worked with, you'd be like, man, this dude must have been tripping.
But some people don't gel together well, though. I done heard a lot of people be talking about, or I can't work with such and such is very difficult to work with, and they be like abusive to the supporting, the people that's there to work. Like they be shitting on people. Like I'm not all the time, but it's common. It's common.
Yo, he made Infinite. I haven't seen that. Antoine Fuqua directed Infinite with Mark Wahlberg. There you go again. That's
the new movie, ain't it? And it's like Mark Wahlberg. I saw the first like 30 minutes of that. That came out the same time. That Chris Pratt movie came out when they were like, it was like, what is it called? The Future War?
The Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
No, Infinite came out at the same time that came out.
All right.
And Mo I remember was trying to tell me to watch it because he said it was good. Now I watched the first few.
I'm gonna have to. Okay.
He's some sort of like a police militant type. He's in some kind of a something. Mm-hmm. But they, when they die, it's a way where he's a part of this. I guess he comes from a line of motherfuckers that it's a secret thing where they don't die, they come back.
Infinite. Okay.
And they you know what I'm saying? But like only the government knows of their, like, you know what I'm saying?
Existence and what's going on.
Right. So it's like super action packed.
Dog, man, what is this? I'm going to check this out. All right, so check this out. Antoine Fuqua looks like he also. Let me make sure it is. Let me make sure. Bang. Overview. He's pulled up under Ghosts of the Mountains, and it's a Disney movie.
Yeah. Yep,
I'm about to check that.
I saw that too.
It looked good. Ghosts of the Mountains. Okay. I'm about to check that. That looked like something that me and Royce would like. My little guy, my grandson, love my little dude.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What's up?
I'm gonna set this game and shit up in here, man. That's
Let's
what I'm gonna do. I need to get back into it. Go ahead on and finish this God's War. So, because what I was doing for the PS5, I was gonna put an internal memory card in there, expand the memory. I'm about to go in on 2K. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm about to go in on 2K23, man. That shit is raw. You know what I'm saying? So, we can do a share play. So me and you can play online from when you be at home and stuff. You don't have to have the game itself. Me and you just got to do a share play. You with me?
Yeah. All day. Now look at this, right? Me and my wife, love you, baby. We was watching, and since we was on Denzel at first, right? Through Antoine Fuqua. Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is free on, our TV. It just pop up and you can watch it. The only thing is, they put a whole bunch of damn commercials. I mean, the commercials kick in. Like, as soon as I'm going to pull my gun out, we're going to commercials. Be like, man, motherfucker, we had to go to commercial right now. And then, not only do they go to commercial, Bird, right? Check this out, y'all. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. They'll have silly ass, just nothing. What's the point in just having nothing? At least just run the silly ass commercial again and again. It'll just be nothing for like the next 15 seconds. So you sitting there waiting like, when we gonna get done with this time slot here, man? Because y'all could have put something in here. Y'all could have put a balloon bouncing around. I don't give a fuck, man. Just something. It's just like, oh, we'll be back in 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13 seconds. You sitting there like, all right, fuck. But Man on Fire, great movie with Denzel.
Yeah.
Great movie with that. And the little girl that played in it. Oh man, what was she in? Cause that little girl, she's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Hold up. Let me get there for you real quick. Cause I'm gonna check that out. Ghosts in the Mountains, but cause she's been in a whole bunch of movies, man, and they're being reunited. Dakota Fanning.
I want to look at this.
That's her name. She played a great role in that movie, Man on Fire. Great role. The little girl that
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
Great
role.
Also, she was in. Man, she blew up
all day.
Off of that.
All day.
Because remember, she was in that movie that had Alicia Keys and Queen Latifah. The Bees. The Life of Bees.
The Life of. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She was in that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, check this out. So these are some of the new movies that's out. They got a movie It's called Peter Pan and Wendy. Okay? And Yari Shahidi is Tinkerbell. Now, you know who Yari Shahidi is, don't you?
Hold up, no.
Yari Shahidi is the older sister on Blackish. The show Blackish with Anthony, you know who I'm talking about?
Nah.
And then they had a spinoff like Grownish.
Grownish, yeah.
And all of that, that's
yeah.
her.
I know you talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be dope because that's a black person, another, a black person playing a role in a classic Disney story. Because you know, Disney has been known to, like, you feel me, the princesses were never black. You know what I'm saying? Except for the Frog Princess.
The first time I heard
that was an animated thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope. That's out. I want to see about this, The Covenant too. That looks pretty bloody there. The Covenant. I'm trying to see if there's any new movies out that I definitely want to check out. The Colonials, that might not be that bad. That looks like that might be pretty good. Sugar Daddy, I don't know. The title sounds good, but I don't have any visuals or a cast yet.
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. Yep, and you know what kind of movies he makes.
This is what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah?
This is the Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh, yeah, that's it then.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely want to watch it now.
We silly, man.
I definitely want to watch it now.
Silly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, they got a movie, Paint. It's supposed to be like about that dude that be painting the trees and shit on Channel 25. What's his name? Bob
That's going to be tight, man. That dude, yeah. I know you talking about.
The Pope's Exorcist. I want to see that. Air. I want to see that. Man, I'm about to go hit this fire stick.
Right.
Fist of the Condor. That looks pretty raw.
Bird.
Yo.
Let everybody know who you got in the background playing.
Yeah, this Nipsey Hussle featuring Don Kennedy.
Right.
Leaving the bed, legs trembling. Getting banged on for your penalties. What you know about your response be the reason you exist. Lucky I ain't get caught up in the twist. Young nigga blue pager on my hip, so that's a champagne.
Nice.
Hey man.
Nice.
Yo,
what's good, homie?
I got respect for people with hustle, man. For people with ambition, man. That you know what I'm saying, pull themselves up from their bootstraps and do stuff. I do, man. And I'm telling you, it was really something. Remember I told you when we was in East Cleveland, I told you I was on my Nipsey Hussle shit then. But I actually went past his plaza for real.
Right. How'd you feel about that?
I feel like I can do anything.
Right.
I feel like I am somebody. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't make you feel like that. Some people make you feel like less of self-worth.
Right.
But when you look at the things that we were talking about, man. Look at these accomplishments that these gentlemen have done. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know it wasn't always like that for these gentlemen, man. They had to they had to know who to ask. They had to dress the role to fit the part. You know what I'm saying? And
not
they had
only
to sell
that,
their product.
Not only that, there were those who came before them. And we, you know, they came before, paved the way, so they got that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And we can't forget that.
Give mention.
Right.
Give mention, because you know.
Right.
Otherwise, the only thing we hear about is ignorance.
True.
The only thing we hear about is either the stuff that they put in the news or the stuff that the radio propagates, which is ignorance. 9 times out of 10, it's ignorance. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's that's why we're here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're like, hold on a second, man. Like, you feel me? Don't throw all of us in this container. You feel me? Like it's a biohazard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay away from this. Is, you know, whoop-de-whoop. There's a lot of us out here that got a lot to offer.
True. Very true. Very true.
A lot to offer, man. There's a lot of us, man, that, you know, we here to build. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I like to entertain. I like to feed large groups of people. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep everything moving and stuff, man. So, like, you know, me trying to figure this thing out, I look around for inspiration myself.
And I know you got it. I know you got it when you was up there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Rest
you
in
look
peace,
around,
man.
you ain't see, you the only person
man.
running this marathon. You look around, you the only one running. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. It ain't that. this is very few and far between. But these brothers out here is more of us out here, and we're all connected. You know what I'm saying? So the longer we grind and the more diligent we are, more people are gonna be aware, man. They're gonna lift us up, and
They're gonna see us
there. They're gonna want us. They'll rather see us. Like, you feel me? Like, say, for instance, somebody needed a spokesperson. Somebody needed somebody to say something or announce something, right? And then you could have, like, this person, like, no, I'm going to go with these guys because these guys have a reputation. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can be a selfless person and uplift somebody else. Like, you know what I'm talking about? And mention their attributes. You see what I'm saying?
Very true. Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like you was talking about, what's old girl from ESPN? Beautiful young lady, sitting on everything moving.
Malika, not all the time, but there are times that Malika just go in on dudes. And I'll be like, we're talking about Malika Andrews, ESPN, anchor, beautiful woman. Beautiful.
However,
there you go. You be like, damn, why are you just talking about the dude? Like, okay, hold up. Before I even go there, I will tell you the name of this gentleman because I should know it, but I don't. There you go. So we're gonna talk about Joe Mazzulla, right? Now the homie played ball. He's played ball, man. He's the Boston Celtics coach, right? After the Ime Udoka, I probably scratched that name up pretty bad, but he was caught in a little sexual relationship with someone in the organization. Comes to find out, it was the owner's wife.
Damn.
Excuse me, of the Boston Celtics. He got fired. It is what it is, right?
Why would you fuck with the owner's wife, though?
Hey, man, I don't know what she look like. She might be on that. Maybe she's not. I don't know. But anyway, here you go, right? Hey, man, your dick make you do stupid shit.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Right? I mean, let's just, you said why? Well, here you go, man. I mean, because here you go. You got Nia Long at home. She's laying in the bed.
Ouch.
You got Nia Long. She's had your baby. He fucked all that up. But, hey, man, he ain't the first one. But damn, man. Anyway. Let me get back to what I'm getting at. Let me get back.
Rich talk, man. When you rich, man, none of that shit matters.
Man, that's my son. I would want to be with my boy, my kids.
Oh yeah, me and you,
right?
Yeah, but we listen.
That's why I'm saying.
What I'm saying though, Jerm, this happens all the time.
Not to us.
Not to us. Because we're not rich.
Not even if we was rich. Even if I had it like that.
Nah, if I ever had something like that, I'm at home.
Right.
With an apron on.
That's what I'm saying.
Chopping some onions.
There you go.
You dig what I'm talking about?
My shit ain't changing.
Bath waters. Like, you feel me?
My shit ain't changing.
I'm putting Calgon in them shits.
My shit ain't changing. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of you. So look here, right? Getting back to what we was getting at, man, because we was talking about Malika Andrews and hate, right? Malika, man, my girl, right? So she went in on my boy, man, and I'm like, why are you talking about Joe Mazzulla? Here's what I'm getting at, right? It was a quick little... Because they were announcing him as the coach, Boston head coach, right? And she's on ESPN, and they're talking, and she just had to throw in the negative shit about this dude that happened like over a decade ago. There was no point in bringing up this bullshit that he got caught up in. 2 incidents. I'm doing all this off of memory, man. It was 2 incidents that she brought up. And like one was a bar incident, another one he probably got in a fight. It was some bullshit. But you young, we going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you a knucklehead. It's not like you pulling guns on people. It's not like you sticking up motherfuckers. It's not like you it's not like you doing felony shit. She took the time to make sure she, because you got to go through and prepare your shit. You got to make sure you know what you're gonna say. So this pulls up and she
spent her due diligence on this.
Why? Exactly. Why? Why shit on him? It was no reason to go in on this dude.
Unless
You a hater.
no, she works for a company that pretty much they probably proofread what she was gonna do before they let her on the air.
I'm sure.
So some of that stuff be really directed though.
But here's the deal, right?
Like they don't just let her just come in and just. Oh, I'm talking about this today.
Here's the deal.
They got that shit down pat.
Here's the deal, though, right? For them to do that, it was just like we talking about. Okay, like right now we talking about people hating on each other, right? And then all of a sudden I go into Wendy's hamburgers.
But yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Well, this is what I'm saying is
it's the sponsors though.
it was no continuity with that. It was just like, yo, if you gonna talk about him and the shit that he did, it should be something that you can flow with. They just brought that up and then they go, oh, and now he's the head coach of the Boston Celtics and he's da 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 da. Why throw dirt on him? See what I'm saying? Why throw dirt on him?
But that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah, whatever.
No. That's what I'm saying though. But that's rich people talk. Cause see what happens is first off, she was directed to do that. Now you got to think. Let's just say he was an owner of somebody that was in partnership with a company that now sponsors, like you feel me, a different opposing thing, and but they get their commercials to ESPN though, like you feel me. So they were like, you know what I'm saying, hey, this motherfucker just did this. I want one of your journalists to talk about this, just for like, you see what I'm saying, for shits and giggles. You feel what I'm saying? See that you know how a lot of people like do shit for the sponsors and they do stuff or they avoid stuff because of the sponsors that they are trying to protect. So she didn't just come in there out the parking lot and was just like, you know what I'm saying, clock in and just go on the air. She got direction. Somebody told her what to talk about. The producers know before the commercial break you got this much time to cover this. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's not solely on her. She probably was just doing what she was asked to do and just took her little paycheck. She probably is too young to even remember any of that shit.
Well, I'm going to give you another one, right?
So you feel me? So somebody gave her that information to do that.
I'm going to give you another one, right? So check this, right? Because Malika she did it again. And I'm not a Kobe fan. Look, when I say I'm not a Kobe fan, love to watch this motherfucker play. Love to watch him play. Rest in peace, Black Mama. Rest in peace, homie. You know what I'm saying? Miss Bryant is so fine. Goodness gracious. But anyway, she shitted on Kobe. Why shit on Kobe? Bring up his
infidelity?
Right. Why bring that up? When
but you know what? Here again, though, John. But you got to understand, though, she's trying to serve. She's got masters to serve. You dig what I'm saying? Well, now, and if they did not pull her, and they did not fire her for this rhetoric, and they didn't throw her under the bus, this was pre-approved.
True, I agree with that.
So she just basically dancing, trying to keep her, like, you feel me? She just let her be on a different channel. And it will be a different set of like rules to play by. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But she's at ESPN. Like, you feel me? And as far as broadcasting is concerned, they don't really get much bigger than that. No, like, and I'm telling you, and they're very elite. They're very prestigious with who they let up there. And they do get rid of people.
In a second.
So, again, if she's doing this right, then she's pleasing someone that
I agree.
I agree. She's making somebody happy.
I agree.
So you never know, man. She might get fired one day, and then you might see her either on a podcast or do something else like on, I don't know, BT or something, some local news channel, right? And have a totally different tone. But I don't think that is of her to do, you know what I'm saying? She don't, man, do you really think she really knows all of these things intricately? No, she's doing this because she has a job that requires this from her. But I guarantee you she's not really all into that shit like that.
Well, they got the right person to do it because, you know, you look at her and you go, man.
Because remember, Jamila was up there.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing that.
No, she wasn't. But what she was doing was the thing that got her fired. So that's what I'm saying. So she is like, she's dancing for the devil. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it's like, you know, like she's trying to please somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Offer up, yeah.
You know, and you can tell because we watch TV. We you know journalists.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, she's still sitting in the chair.
Mm-hmm. She's still there.
She's still in the chair, baby.
So trust and believe she's doing what somebody told her to do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then after that commercial break, she ran right back over there and sat on their lap. I mean, you dig? So yo, I gotta chase some of my kids down, man.
It's all good.
We gonna wrap it up.
Yo, it was a great show.
Yo,
man.
check this out. Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole, Johnny P's Caddy.
Johnny P's Caddy, y'all.
My man Big Germ is in the house with me this weekend.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
Let me switch this screen for the people. Switch this screen for the people. Yes. And until next week, y'all, it's been fun. And we're going to be back and give y'all some more things to follow along with on the world of television, sports, and all of that shit.
You know.
Until then, we love y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Be safe out here.
I had 10 bands in my stash when I passed over $500,000. Come easy, no good. Don't be surprised I'll last these niggas. It's like they put out a smash, then they gone in a flash, admit it. And then they make tracks and disses like that's gonna add up the digits. They showing fake racks and pictures like that's gonna attract the bitches. That was really me, nigga. I ain't have to act and conflicted. Only difference is I'm living. And I would've whacked one of them niggas who knew that after drug dealing I still be casual, spending $1 million plus annual income. So here's my manual, then some. And this east side shit still in me. My ability to turn words to imagery. Probably the reason they gon' remember me. Figure we walk this tightrope with a feline's agility. The streets did so much shit to me I could never live civilly. I can never leave a scene without checking my mirrors visually. Come with that energy, cause some shit gon' always stick with me. They wanna know what I brought to Griselda. I say validity. They asking what work that niggas put in. I'm like, what didn't we? Problems, then I correct through the obstacles I progress. Illogical for them to feel they responsible for our success. Besides Kanye West, tell me who else I gotta respect. Cause I'm kinda perplexed. It's about time that I got my respect. It's the butcher, nigga. Let's go.
About time that I got my respect. It's the butcher, nigga. Yeah. Cold fucking world. Griselda shit, you know what I mean?
Griselda.
You know what it is, nigga. When I show up, I'm on 10, nigga, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerves thinking that you niggas hard as iron, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me I feel like I just left a masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heater blast to your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weakness last in my sneakers. Nigga want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably gon' go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. I'm higher than niggas that don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see the glass is empty, I see a glass full of ether. Collecting his bread and mass like he a Catholic preacher. Just to count a nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really no MC equal. Feel me, Copen be lethal. Crip like an old MTV show. On God, the best rapper alive. Headshot, now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied, nigga. Yeah. Tenor talk.
They hard like Rottweiler. K-Island. K-Island.
The whole industry been in shambles. Everybody fugazi, I'm just changing the channel. Kendrick Lamar, the people's champion. I'm animal for analysts. Career damaging versus meditating when candles lit. I like my raps extra prolific. Some freestyling, no lunch tables and park benches. And I won't mention my 10,000 hours in training while juggling game banking. My balancing was tremendous. And now we look at the competition as quick submissions. They tapping out before we even get a chance to miss them.